souls, beautiful souls, real souls. Welcome to our end of days. And it's DAZE. As usual, raw, unedited footage, one continuous stream. Shoot, I have an umbrella here, protect from the wind, right? Just like life, guys. Just like life. Trying to see which way the wind's going, so it should be less noise here. Trying to lay down. Just in the middle of a field here. Yeah, you guys. Whoo! I know it's a little bit unorganized, but just shoot. I gotta figure out. Sorry about this. Which way is the wind going? Let's go over here then. Okay, I know. If you're still watching, it's important. It's like super important, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you how important this is. Oh, there's like some collective energy here. Now, I've never felt it as strongly as here. Now, it could be across the entire world for sure. At least on this island, it's like, wow. Um, and I'm just able to piece things together, a little bit at a time. But there's individuals, I would say, this is exactly what I was kind of talking about in my previous video. And I'm not. I just downloaded it. I recorded it, downloaded it today, and I don't know if I'll be able to download this one today, but we'll find out. Like I said, there's certain individuals who follow me here. Physically follow me. I never talked about it a lot, but I believe myself to be some kind of targeted individual for sure. Like it lines up with everything. And it's just like I'm not afraid, you guys. Like everything happens for a reason, and I'm here for a reason too. And what God has shown me is that I'm protected. Like, and especially what I'm protected against is these individuals who are delusional. And I don't mean this in a derogatory way. All right. And this is part of what I have seen, what's been revealed. How does this look, man? Yeah, it's okay. I guess I shouldn't worry about how it looks, right? Oh man, it's just like my heart's still beating really fast. Like and I'm just piecing together what I can intuit. All right, so and I was starting to touch upon it, I think, in my last video too, and I haven't talked about it publicly, on my videos at all. Okay, because there's really no way to say it, but there is this like collective energy. It could be the idol itself. All right, the manifested idol. Um, there's a channel called Lifting the Lamp, and he talked a little bit about this phenomena, calling it the idol too. And so, what the idol is the devil. All right, but the devil is something of our own creation, our belief in it, and so our belief into it is what ends up creating it. And so, it is this middle ground. Like, this is why I talk about illusion. This is why I talk about delusion. They're real things, but it's also something of our own creation. And so all I can kind of surmise, kind of pick together here, is that there is an organization. Maybe they really like triangles, for example, and they are fully invested in the idol, like 100%. And so they have given over their minds to influence by this particular egregore. And it's able to influence and direct these individuals and their God-given powers, like their God-given abilities. And there's souls, independent of um, like direct access, I guess is the best way. They're able to be influenced, just like me. This is what I've experienced myself. Have I been influenced? Yes, but that's as much as it can go. Like, depending on situations. Like, this is why just everything. Faith is so important. Learning the truth is so important. Being responsible for one's own inner world is so important. Because no matter what's going on outside of me, I'm the one who is determining what it means, what I'm feeling, what I'm connected to. And so I'm. This is why I has also said, man, intent is what's important. Like, when people want to connect with God, I believe that their intent is to connect with God. But what they have ended up connecting with is an idol, is a false god. And so what? Oh man. And I'm sorry if I'm a little bit flustered. It's just this kind of conversation with this individual too. I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to get into it right now. But to me, it's just you know, doubling down on my side because there's not much else for me to do, you guys. There's not much else for me to do. Giving into that, giving into that fear, giving into their structure. What? Like I said, one continuous stream. I sometimes get people who like to be around me. Little distractions, we could say. But yeah, there's a collective entity, you guys. And it works through people. And they believe it's God. But how it makes them feel, what they do. No, man. Like, this for me, my perspective, what I see. Me opening myself to something like that, no. I do not give my consent. And it's because I'm protected. I know it. And that I'm here for a reason. The idol doesn't exist. All right, this is that whole premise. It's the people here who have given into the idol, that have opened up themselves and surrendered to the idol. So the idol isn't real. Right? It doesn't care if you leave it or not. And that's not 100% true. It's this invested energy. Like, I'm trying to think of the dynamics of it. Maybe it's similar to AI, you guys. that's not quite the right way, but it's like as creators, we created a monster. Like that's why I love what the fuck is it called? Like the Christian Gnosticism so much is that it points to this, where we as creators created the devil, we created the false god, we created AI, as humanity, if you want to call it that, and it is attempting to sustain itself, and it is, a parasite. It's parasitical in nature. That's the only way to say it. It doesn't care about you or me, any soul. It doesn't care about God, the truth. It doesn't so much as it wants to use it to manipulate the situation, to to keep us enslaved, you guys. And it doesn't have to be that way. Like in me, what I'm here to do, what I'm basically shown by this particular individual, I can't help them. Like they've chosen delusion. There's nothing that I can do about that. They're lost, man. They're totally lost. There's no waking this person up. And his energy, it's funny because this is what I mean by delusion. Looked at me, there was a moment he smiled at me, but his eyes and his energy, when he smiled at me, he's just like, that's why I can't even remember what it was, but it's just like, I have more peace than you, I have more love than you. It's very similar to that. But what I felt coming off from him, what his eyes said, no, no, he was trapped. He was trapped, man. And so my love for him too, to him, not my enabling love though, just my, at this point, my condolences. It's just like, okay, the one true God will see you through. And if you have to stay within a delusion for however long it takes, it's okay. And maybe it's forever, all right? But that's how I see it. And that's what I've tried to say on my channel, guys. It's just if you want to jump into that kind of delusional thinking, it's always going to continue to get worse. And that worsening is infinite, all right? So, however deadened you become on the inside, there's always worse that can happen. And then that's what you're creating. And that's doing its best to make you conscious again. Because your consciousness will never be gone. All right, we're talking about souls here, you guys. You will never not be conscious completely. All right, you might be barely conscious. All right, as a soul. Fractionizing, like this is what we're talking about. Fractionizing, you guys. And as a fractionizing, you can always, half it, half that, half that, half that, and you'll never be nothing. All right, it'll just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. In this case, further and further removed from the awareness of our connection to God, of our connection to the one absolute, to truth, to love. All right. Like, this is why it's so important that I'm doing this work, you guys. It's so important. And I've stumbled a lot, you guys. Like, stumbled a lot. I ain't denying it. But it's how I deal with the stumbling. It's what I continue to do. I'm doing my best. All right. I'm being my best that I possibly can. I focus on that. And it's so many layers. Like I say, there's so many layers, you guys. Because a large part of it is it's being at peace now. It's seeing things are okay now. And even just interacting with this particular individual, it is like the highest, because I'm still feeling his energy too, the highest form of survival. All right. It's like, if I could compare his energy, he was in the middle of a fist fight, or a fight with knives. Just me talking to him, that was his energy. Like he was in the middle of survival right there, and I could tell that never he wears that all the time. Maybe sometimes it's worse, but it's just like, if we're sitting in a peaceful library, for example, and that's his energy. Like, he could be having a hard day. I always like to give people opportunities, but how he was talking, and my experiences with other individuals who've channeled this collective entity to talk with me, it's very similar. Very similar. And through certain individuals, it's like they can try to predict my thoughts, or they might know my thoughts, but they don't really know my thoughts. They don't really know what I'm thinking. But I get confirmations of what I need. God shows me what I need to, man. And I know, right? Like, what was it? At some point, he said I'm agnostic or atheist, and it's like, no, I'm not. Like, God is real, you guys. God is so real, but it's not an idol. All right, it's not an idol. And we're God did not intend us to be in that survival state indefinitely, if ever, you guys. Like, and that's also part of the lie too. It's just like, oh, we're supposed to, we learned so much. If anything, that's the silver lining. All right. On the other side of things, we've learned how resilient we are. We've learned how strong we are, how much we can endure. And that's because we strayed, man. Like, what, drawing from the Gnostic Christian story. All right. Like I said, I very much identify with the feminine energy. All right. As the feminine energy, as Sophia, right? It's about claiming responsibility and saying, yes, man, you're right. We chose to walk away from the truth. And in choosing to walk away from the truth, we have created a monster. And only in coming back to the truth can we reconcile. Can we come back to what's real? Can we feel that peace, feel that love again? Because this idol perverts so many fucking things, man. And I see it in so many different ways. And the easy way to say it is that he pits it, because it presents itself as anything, all right? This idol presents itself as the feminine, but it's not. And this idol presents itself as the masculine, but it's not. And it's all been outlined to me, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. Like, in some ways I could say, like, it's fucking scary, guys, but it's just like, it's exciting. Look at me, man. Here I am in the world, on the earth, on the islands. I'm in quite a situation, you guys. And all I can do is let go, right, at this point, and trust that, God has my back. The true God, the real God that I do know, that I do have a personal relationship with, that all of us can and just do, even if we're not conscious of it. And that's that thing, man. There's people who have let the idol into their mind, and it does talk to them. This is with the demons. These are the demons that talk to people. This is that, from my opinion, right? This evil collective energy. Whew. And it's, whoa, man. It's really real. It's really in my face right now. It's really in my face right now, you guys. And all I can do is what I can do, right? And I do have peace. I'm going to meditate here for a while, lay down. Um, I'll keep posted, you guys. And I'm not worried. I'm really not worried. If it's my time, it's my time. You know, I'm not going to be like one of those posters who say, if I disappear, you know what that means. Fuck that. All right. If it's my time, it's my time. But the way that I feel, the way that it seems to me is I'm not going to die. All right. This idol can't touch me. All right. Not unless I give it permission to. And I don't. All right. Like, no siree, Bob. I'm with God. I'm co created with God. And we're safe. All right. And this is part of my journey. And it's to show this, to record this, to help others experience this as well. And this is what I would say just as much to those who are really lost in that delusion. I'm not your enemy. All right. And the idol will try to get you to see me as an enemy, but I'm not your enemy. Like, there's a song that I like on here, on YouTube. The last laser master. All right, and this is what it is when he says about the darkness, and there's multiple terms. All right, when defining this in this case, the darkness is evil. All right, the darkness for this particular conversation is evil. All right, it's misery, it's hell, it's all of that stuff. So where does the darkness lie? Is it out there? No, it lies within our very souls. All right, confirmation beep. How can, like, oh my God, you guys, seriously. And so this is my whole stance. It is about claiming responsibility, taking responsibility for that darkness within us, because that's the only way to heal it, to bring it toward God, our personal relationship. And for a large part of it for me is nature. All right, being in nature, harmonizing with this, taking a breath, seeing the wind and the trees and the birds, the animals. But God's everywhere, even in the darkest of places. And it's about just choosing it, choosing to see that, choosing to be that, and choosing to ignore knocks at the door, those other things posing as your thoughts or my thoughts, one's thoughts, okay? Because this is what it does. And I've just done so much work. I'm really safe, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so lucky. Oh my God. And it's more than luck. It kind of manifests and looks like luck on the outside, but I've done a lot of fucking work. And a lot of it was preparation for this, obviously. For this, man. Whew. So I guess I'm done venting. I still want to say more, but there's not really much more to say at the moment. Like, I love life. I love God. All right. I choose to focus on that. What's real? All right. What's beyond this idol worship? All right. And we're kind of all in the middle of it, right? Okay. This is what it is, you guys. It is what it is. But this faith and this peace that I feel it's important to hold on to, not like grasping it, because it's just a continued focus. That's what I mean by that. It's like redirecting my attention, redirecting my energy. All right. And that's how it is for all of us. And these people who are delusional, they have become so focused on this vibrationally crazy state. All right. Some of it was what they were brought up with, but that's excuse me, it's also an excuse. And I hate to say that because there are people, but I say that because there are people who get out of those situations, who change their lives, all right, who don't get stuck in that. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, you're a parent of an alcoholic. I mean, not a parent. You're an offspring of an alcoholic. You're an offspring of a murderer. You're an offspring of that. Then you're fucked. You're gonna be that, and 10 times worse. And that's what I'm saying. No, all right. If Jesus had any real saying, it was like, no, this could be forgiven. All right, we can work through this. All right, and you don't have to be condemned to the life that you were born into. And I even say even more than that. You volunteered for this life to heal this bullshit, man, to change the world. That's what I would say to you if you're watching this, especially. Like, and so don't shirk your responsibility. I'm doing my best, and it's better if we connect with each other. But just like, I want to phrase it just correctly, all right, accurately as I can, because the enemy isn't real, but these attacks are real, all right. And in that way, in that manner of speaking, the the true game, if you want to call it that, and that's putting it way lightly, way lightly. The true game is within oneself, because if there's other people possessed by this collective energy and they're sending me a bunch of fucking daggers, like evil eye, whatever you want to call it, trying to seed thoughts into my mind, what can I do, you guys, other than what I'm doing, which is to be with myself, to tell myself my story, to be the narrator of my own life, of my own mind, all right, of my own focus. And so I'm focused on that. I'm focused on what God's telling me, all right. I'm focused on co-creating with God. I'm not focused on what this collective entity wants me to hear. I'm not focused on, and it can really only come through other people at this point. And I see it too. God only allows those individuals to come to me, to be in my presence when I'm prepared for it, when I'm ready for it, when something's happened. Like God has sanctioned it, I guess is the best way to say it. Otherwise, these individuals can't get close to me. And they might test me. God might allow them to get close to me to test me. And I'm still, like I said, I'm getting better. Because I want nothing to do with them. Nothing. They may say that they're for God. They may say that they're for Jesus. They may say they're for Satan. They may say everything fucking else. But no, I'm done. No, thanks. Like I said, sick forking me, I'm done. No amount of drugs, no amount of things are gonna get me to be compelled with that. And all I can do is continue on my habits, right? Continue to purify my habits, my lifestyle, everything that I'm doing. Everything that I'm doing, you guys. And anyone can do it, all right? We're all doing it together. And I see that. And I'm supported. Definitely. I'm supported online. I'm supported spirit, you know. And maybe most importantly, not only is God supporting me, but I'm supporting myself. Because at the end, I can receive all of this support. I can be anywhere and anything, but if I'm not allowing that or giving that support to myself, all of it falls through. It's like having a cup that has a giant hole in it. I'm finally starting to see that, right? It took me long enough. So we'll leave it at that. Just wow, you guys. Just wow. What a crazy world. I hope this looks okay. My scrunched face like this and everything, right? But yeah, I love you guys. All right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of this journey with me. If you're going anything like this, you're going through this, you're starting to see it yourself, you got this. You got this, all right? You totally got this. Like, in a good way, God is with you, all right? God is with us, and we are protected. Never forget that. Remember to focus your attention on that protection, okay? On that knowing and feeling, all right? And that even if things are rough sometimes, it's just like it is helping refine us and it's helping show us how protected we really are. All right, I'll leave it at that. Peace out, you guys. Love within. I'll continue to catch you on the flip side.